Hello dear, how are you? Alright, this is a video that I want to do to show you a series of exercises that I have taken from yoga, Pilates and dance, and it is a series of exercises that I consider essential. It's going to be simple, basic, and either if you are training, you are practicing any kind of sports, or you are an advanced practitioner, or you are not practicing at all, this can be very useful. So, I'm going to do it. And so I will explain everything as I do, and I hope you can enjoy. You can join me, you can watch, you can practice later at your own, and let's see. So this is basically to listen to your body, and it is not about effort so much, it is more about feeling, to perceive, to listen to our body. I will do some exercises to work the posture, the alignment. It is going to be a short video, about 20 minutes or so. I would like to do again another video and to explain and show more and in more detail all of these exercises that I'm just practicing most of the time. Alright, so I hope you can find this useful for you. I will begin doing you can place your hand just right here and just breathe normally. You don't have to do anything, just breathe. So we call this abdominal breathing. It is essential to keep a upright position. So just breathe normally through your nose. Alright, so we have this huge muscle, diaphragm, and we want just to feel that. Let's say we are using right now 30% of our breathing capacity, but we want to increase. And before going to use this area, so we are not going to really make any effort, put any tension here. So we rather want to keep this all the time, this feeling. Like if you are a singer and you are training, you are exercising your breathing, so you will use your diaphragm all the time. Now, place your hands on both sides, and as you inhale, you should feel how your ribcage is widening, so expanding on both sides. As you exhale, you can press against your ribcage a little bit, and repeat this a few times. So we want to use this area fundamentally before really going into this particular, the chest area. We don't want to use the pectorals, like when we are putting tension here, if you, in that moment, you need to breathe because you don't have air, but this is not an exercise, so we want to really use our muscles in the rib cage, the diaphragm. Make a few breathings through your nose. Once more. So we tend to say, I don't know how to breathe, but your body knows how to breathe. So you don't know, you don't have to, you just have to listen and see how it functions, how it works. So you really want to develop this area all the way back, all right? And not putting tension or tightening this area. All right, I will continue now with the following. It's a kind of activation. It is also a breathing exercise, and also it helps to clean, and so it's a way to begin a class. It acts as a cleanse exercise. So it is very simple. We will begin standing up. You take a deep breath in. Inhale and exhale. And you do like that. So you want to activate also. Slowly come up. Take your time. You will do this a minimum of 8 times. You might do it slowly. Keep the focus. Once more. And then pause, breathe, keep focus, listen, and you will see how the energy, the air flows all the way up, particularly to your brain. So you want to activate through closing the glottis a little bit. Of course, only a little bit. You also are helping, so to activate just as simple as this. Well, at least a minimum of 8 times we should do. And then I will continue now what is called lately, it has been called hypopresivos or low fitness, though this has been in yoga for millennia. And I will do what we call Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha means flying high. Bandha is a lock. So we lock. We say we don't do this. It's a consequence. So particularly you have to exhale deeply. And then I'm not going to get into deep details, into methodology. Just I want to tell you that you can do this right away, the first time, or you can maybe not, but it is not necessarily because you should be doing preparation for this. It can just happen directly. Alright? Fundamentally, don't tighten, don't put any tension, and then see how it works for you. So, I will inhale, exhale. Allow to breathe deeply. And now, I'm going to do a related exercise, which is called Nauli, and it helps to invigorate, it cleans, and also it is like a massage for your organs. So again, it might happen, you might do it all of the sudden, or you might need a little more time. So I will do the same. Inhale. And you can pause, breathe again, exhale, and repeat. So do a few times, and particularly see what happens. How, again, you feel, and you will feel after, and particularly how it is like opening and flowing more the energy, the air through your body. Alright, so once more, this waving movement. We say we don't do it, it just happens. Exhale. And you can repeat. Particularly, of course, you haven't eaten at least for 2 hours, so you need to have your stomach empty. I will continue now. It is a simple exercise. You can use a mirror if you don't have clothes. Alright, so just clothes that fits you, so you can look at you when you are doing the movements. I will first emphasize the position, so keep really a parallel position. So you want to work this from your feet, beginning from really like the foundation. So this is very important. You can use a mirror. All right. So you don't want to be in front or back. So really use the mirror. You can look at yourself and use these abdominals. When I've been doing this Uddiyana Bandha, we say this is a lock. So in this case, it was a lock made in 100%, but we can use this in a 20, 30, 40%, particularly. So when you are, for instance, in ballet, in dance, when you really want to use this control here. So we are using this all the time, consciously or unconsciously. So I will do little by little, vertebra by vertebra. You bend your knees and use your abdominals, don't drop. So really you want to mobilize each vertebra all the way down. You can play here a little bit, stretch one leg, bend both knees, stretch the other, little by little. if you are not used to. So the body is quite malleable. It's quite malleable. So, and anterior tilt, posterior, anterior. So you want to really use this to come up. All right. Once more. Exhale. And really drop. If you feel pain, so you can always, so little by little, you might begin doing your work out on the floor, but I'm just beginning standing up. All right, once more. You want to now keep your legs stretched. All right. Stretching all the time. So now the same. Use this area like that. And well, this is a very good posture. So at the beginning you might need to use something here. It can be just the mat. You roll it and then you put it here. And you might need to open a little bit, and so widen, separate more your legs. In that case, you are working more with the hips, so you can keep, as long as you are working this more parallel position. Always you can, introduce different feet position. All right, this is very good for your back. Even it's good for your organs. It's a little simple exercise that you can use. All right, and as funny as it can seem, I use this position sometimes if I have to wait for the bus. All right, so you don't have to be in India if there is no place to sit. This is a very comfortable position. If you are used to, eventually you can be 5 minutes or something, and at the same time, so you are stretching, working, giving gentle massage to your organs. All right, so I will continue. Now I will go to the floor and I will just do a very simple exercise, which is, so, well, I will do like this. Some people have difficulty just keeping this leg stretch all the time. So point, flex, point, and flex. You can repeat again and do it at your own, little slower. All right. Then you can use both legs. Inhale and exhale. In, X, in, X, and breathe in and breathe out. Well, you want to also be aware of this movement. Tilt your pelvis, so anterior and posterior. As you go anterior to the anterior position, you breathe in and breathe out. All right, but we want to work basically in a neutral position. So I will do inhale and exhale. You don't want to come up so high, so just the proper position. It is where the lowest point of the scapula, the shoulder blade, is. That will be there. So exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. Alright, and then you can, we don't have to do so many abdominals, really do just a few, do less and better. Alright, so there are so many exercises. For example, you want to really stretch your back only by doing this, really, in a gentle way, and place your head really like that, slowly. So you want to really emphasize, be aware of the spine. It is fundamentally the most important part of the body. Alright, you can repeat. Exhale. Inhale. And if you are going to finish, so place first your feet and then don't do this as you want to place your head on the floor. So keep like vertebra by vertebra, really to the end, like that. And use these different actions, which is I relax for a moment, really feel the weight, really feel the weight like just it is a current flowing through your body. And then so you combine these moments of really gentle action and easy moments of release. Alright, now I want to show you something fun that we can use. It is about the natural movement, as if I am here now sitting and I want to stand up. So it is not a movement that I will have to think about. It is already there, the pattern, the way. So for example, yeah, there are already different ways of there to move. For example, I want you to look at my feet, and it is to also have your spine doing a twist, a torsion. So use your feet on the floor all the time, on the floor. It is not also something that you do, like just you do. So I mean your body, allow your body really like the weight, right? So use the weight, really feel. So you can take a little moment to stretch, right here. Just get familiar and listening to your body. Alright, and then is when you see different movements come from this. Alright, you can use in the same way, like a sparrow. Alright, and it's when something happens and it is not so much like I do it. So everything is there, invisible, until so you are moving in those natural patterns. All right, once more. Yeah, and you can take a little time to explore. Yeah, no matter what, don't think that I don't have this, I don't have that, flexibility, wherever. Really, if you want to change, transform, at least in a basic or minimum way, your body, your posture. So it is more about listening, less effort. The less effort we do, the better. So in that order, we can get really into the tissues, and so we can isolate. All right, this is more all about so then to really you can make actions in a gentle way, in a more easier, really a more effective way. All right, so well, I will move